Hi YouTube, this is Darkon633, and today I'm bringing a review of the Star Wars The Force Awakens First Order Snowspeeder with exclusive First Order Snowtrooper officer figure. Now, I hold out from this set, especially since it is one of the most expensive of the mainline releases. The X-Wing is, at the moment, the most expensive in the mainline that's out, but I'm going to be waiting until the blue one, since I'm hearing a lot of reports that the one that's out right now isn't the best in quality, especially with the bent cannons and so on, so I'm going to be holding off until that to review that one. But anyways, first we're going to take a look at the box. Sorry about that. Here's a look at the First Order Snowspeeder box, and it's very nice. I really like the artwork. However, I can understand why some people might think it's deceiving, since it shows a picture of two snowtroopers, but it only includes one. But keep that in mind. Anyways, we'll take a look at the back. It does have a little bio of the snowtrooper, and a look at the vehicle again, and some of the features, which it does have. Also, other figures in the line which aren't really relative, since instead of going with whatever line this is, they just kind of slapped on random figures of the line. It's kind of strange. But that's pretty much it for the box alone. Now we're going to look at the contents of the box. Now, it did have some assembly that needed to be done. These chair pieces, these little pipe pieces that are also around here, and the cannon all needed to be assembled on the vehicle. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Everything else is just detailing, no stickers or anything else. Now that's where it becomes slight of a problem, because overall, it does have a lot of details, but at the same time, because of the very, very minimal paint or sticker detail that's missing, it is a bit bland, as you can see. It's just pretty much gray, white, and more gray, so it is a bit strange in some aspects. Now, what I really like is that this actually has a kickstand of some sorts to help float. Without it, it just kind of loops down like this, but once this is out, it does give kind of the impression that it is flying just a bit over the ground, and that looks really awesome. What's also cool is that the officer can fit in really well in the seat right there, as you can see, and he does what's it called? The sidebars here are really nice. We're going to take out the officer for a second, put him up to the side, and take a look at the cannon. Now the cannon is able to fire a missile, and it fell, my bad. Basically what you do is press this button, and it keeps falling, and then the missile fires, which I'm just going to take off screen. But what's also cool is that this kind of works as a second feature, because as long as it doesn't get stuck in there, which sometimes happens, as you can see it did fall apart, the cannon can actually be used as a turret system outside of the vehicle, and that looks really cool that it has another feature outside of the vehicle itself. Now, inside the vehicle though, when you put it back in, there are two areas to put a snowtrooper in the vehicle. Obviously, there is the driver's seat, which you already saw the officer in, but the second place you can put him on, and I don't know why that piece keeps popping down, is inside. There's a peg area where you can peg one of the snowtroopers here, and then, as long as everything is straightened anyways, I'm going to quickly plug in the feet, like so. It should look something like this. And I think that looks really cool that he's able to man the turn and stay in place. And obviously you can also slide in another snowtrooper if you wish to in the cockpit area. But anyways, we're going to remove this First Order Snowtrooper officer and take a look at the figure itself. So we're going to pull this off to the side and look at the figure itself. Now this figure does maintain the 5 points of articulation as normal. His head is on a baldrian, which allows full movement, and if you want to, you can remove the shoulder piece, and now technically it's back to a regular snowtrooper, but we're just gonna plug this back on. What's cool is that he does have technically another accessory, but that just kind of attaches to the back, so the backpack is removable and it's actually needed to be put on when taken out of the box. Other parts of articulation are the standard hands and legs, with the cloak pieces following the legs, so it's like the Kenner style like some of the other releases. And what's cool is that he does also have a blaster as well. Now what I don't like about this figure is that even though the blaster is really nice and it works well with the officer, there isn't a way to store it. Even though you could see these little grooves and all that, like some of the other characters, I haven't found a place to exactly store this gun, so it pretty much just sits off to the side, which is a bit of a bummer. But other than that, I still think it's a really nice set, and $30 is much for the set. It's pretty expensive, and in some cases not really worth the $30. But since I used the $5 coupon at Toys R Us, I was able to push this down to $25, which I think is definitely a lot more worth it than the $30 price. But other than that, I still think it's a really nice set, and it's definitely a vehicle that, if you're interested in, should be bought during some kind of sale rather than the full retail price. But anyways, please comment, subscribe, and check out Hero Tug on the Gideon blog as soon as they open up. Please check me out on Twitter under DarkOn633, and don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Please check down the other channels down below, including the WW Podcast and more. But anyways, I'll be once again bringing more Star Wars reviews in the future, but for now, I'll be sending you to bye.